We got some parts in. We also got some tools in. I think I have the bare minimum to build this transmission. Got another, that's a, what is this? A clutch compressor. It's a drum spring compressor. Yep. Anywho, so here's what we've got. The torque converter came back. FTI took care of me on that one. They replaced everything, so it'll be good to go. Me overheating the torque converter is why I'm even doing this to begin with. This transmission chewed through a lot of metal shavings, so I figured it was safer to rebuild now versus being down the highway, losing fourth gear or something. Which I'm not mad about it because this band had some pitting. So, I mean, I'm not a transmission guy, but I've put a couple together and they work. So, we're going to try this one. So, I got a whatever it takes rebuild kit. Like, I think this is their master rebuild kit. So, yep. It comes with things. High energy clutches, which I feel like on a naturally aspirated 5.3 with a cam, this is probably going to hold up just fine. Even in a 4L60. Bigger 2.4 band. It's a little thicker than, well, not thicker. It's a little wider. I bought a Beast Sun Gear Shell Transgo shift kit because, you know, sharpen gears is always fun. I bought a Corvette servo from Amazon. I've actually ran one of these in a 4L60E before, and that transmission is still driving down the road today, and that was built probably 13 years ago. So, I mean, it'll probably work. Got some accumulator pistons, TCC apply valve kit, or like correction kit from Sonax, and various seals and stuff. But, yeah, we're going to toss this thing together. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm not going to film this as a how-to. It's just what I'm doing in my shop today. Unfortunately, ran into something that will cause a little delay. I found some deep scoring in my pump housing. So, I don't know. I mean, it did get really hot and it maxed out the ATF temp. So, well, at least maxed out the sensor. Good chance it's warped. Good chance that scoring is deeper than like 3 thousandths. I don't know. I mean, it'd be, rather than sending it to machine shop gel, oh, that's nice. Rather than sending it to machine shop gel, I'm just going to order a new one. It'll be here in like 2 days. But I'm still going to start slapping the rest of the parts in. Everything's cleaned up, ready for reassembly. I'm not going to clean up the outside of the housing because I don't care. So yeah, I'll figure out what to do with these clutch packs. Put in my sun shell, which will be a little difficult because I can't check clearance without the pump. Great. So we made some progress. Got just about everything back in. However, I was going through doing my pinless accumulators. So we got those set up. So that's great. The problem is it's cleaning off the table Not this one. This. I have this new one and this old one sitting over here. So, not saying I didn't put it in, but saying I'm taking this transmission back apart just to make sure, because I guarantee nothing's in there. So anyways, you know, 2 steps forward, 15 steps back, but it'll be all right. I mean, at this point, this is a learning experience. I'm learning a lot. So, just gonna keep driving forward. All right, back to where I started this morning. Got that piston inside the transmission now. Reinstalled all the clutch packs, all that jazz. So now I'm gonna go back to the valve body, separator plate, finish the shift kit. So I can now get this transmission and everything that's attached to it completely out in 1 hour and 45 minutes. Which, I mean, not bad. Inconvenient though. Anyways, we're back with pump off. I left this in here, so the TCC apply valve is broken. Fix that later on. It snapped it off right there. Not the end of the world, but I lost all movement out of this transmission, and the culprit was this. This pump is just absolutely shot. I don't see it being repairable, so I'm just going to see if the company will accept this as a return. I've already ordered another one. It should be here today. And then I can, I mean, I didn't find any chunks in the filter, so I'm probably going to just send it like it is after I put the new pump in. I'm sure it'll be fine. But if it isn't, I've gotten pretty good at taking this thing out. Man, that thing just gone. Completely gone. Yep. This is the story of my life. New pump is in. Not hating on the last company, but their pump did fail. It's needless to say I went with a different brand. I mean, it's hard to say if it was installation or, because you know typically these rotors only crack like that if they're installed improperly. However, I installed mine and drove 25 miles and then it failed. So, like I said, hard to say if it was installed improperly or whatnot, but either way, I'm going to try to return that. Got this new one. And, got to toss new pan on and, gonna toss it in. See how quickly we can get that done. New pump is in the transmission. Transmission's in the truck. The truck moved under its own power. So, it's looking like we fixed the pump issue. However, while we were running it, you know, as things go, I started hearing a tippity tap coming from this passenger side. So, turns out, it appears that I have a collapsed lifter. So now, I get to tear the top end off of this engine, which is great. Gotta love it. So, yeah, I mean, can't do anything but to do the things, so we're going to knock this out and we will see how all of this goes. Can't say I'm looking forward to it, but you know, it's a bit of a risk running. I mean, this isn't a huge cam, but it is bigger than stock, and these are stock lifters. This is a higher mileage engine, yada yada yada. Here we are. So I guess during this process I'll go ahead and tidy up my wiring, since so far the ACES EFI has not remotely been an issue. Actually, I've had a pretty good experience with this Jackpot Light system. So yeah, I'll go ahead and loom all my wires. I don't think I'm gonna have to crack back into that in the near future, but who knows, you know, it may fail too. That's our current situation. Toolbox back out. We're going to pull the top end of the engine off and put in some LS7 lifters. Probably keeping the same push rods. All that looked good, but definitely have a collapsed lifter on this side. So that's great, you know. It's nothing but a thing. So anyways, yeah, we'll tear the top end off. Cool thing about ACES is I just have to undo like 2, maybe 3 plugs, and everything can just stay attached to the intake. So that's convenient. You know, and these old square bodies with the LS, you got plenty of space to work on them. So we're gonna get to ripping that out. Just remembered I need to drain the coolant before I go too far. So yep, good stuff. So a little update here. Everything's pretty much prepped up. Nothing's machined, but it is clean. So we're gonna ride with it. I did order some head studs. Torque test channel, tested them out. They work good. So I trust that. But unfortunately with head studs, there's not enough room to get that that head off without pulling the brake booster. I'm not doing that, so I'll just screw them in after I set the head down. Ended up finding 5 collapsed lifters. So that was the definitely the source of my tick. Heads are over there, ready to go. Get back out here. So I'm going to start dropping those in. And then we'll see if this old roll is going to run again. Almost forgot to put the new lifters in. Don't think it would run without those. So they've been soaking. Got these from LS Acceleration. They were the cheapest LS7s that I could find. That didn't seem like knockoffs. So there we go. So as you can see, truck's back together and on some drag radials. So didn't video it naturally, because why would I? The truck went together just fine. Lifters did excellent. Put quite a few road miles on it. Found out last minute that our local drag strip decided they were running slicks only. Had to rush around, scoop those up. So it was like a last minute ordeal. But they're 28, 10.5, 15 radials, which is it's only like an inch shorter than what I normally run. So worked well with my gear ratio. Truck did great for what it is. I mean, it ran like 8.1, 8.8, something like that, or 8.0, 8.1, and an 1/8. I mean, obviously it's not super fast. It's still, yeah, it's heavy. She's a heavy girl, but she did good. Can't really complain there. So yeah, I'll put in a couple clips. But I'll also include a couple clips of the neighbor's Fox body he ran. Thing's a ripper, but it's more of a dedicated car. Yeah, so here she blows. I've already acquired a new rear diff. I'll walk inside and show that to you. I purchased this. It looks like well, it doesn't look like. Came out of a dirt track car. It's 4.9-inch full floater, and I got it for super cheap. Comes with mini spool, like 566 gears, Chevy 5x5 lug pattern, well, it didn't come with the metric calipers, so I got to purchase those. But I got a pretty bang up deal on all of that. It was assembled, but naturally the first thing I did was tear into it to inspect it, and found out that pretty much all the bearings are cooked, probably because of that fair amount of rust that's inside of there. Which the feller was up front, he did say he's had this thing sitting for many years. But he had already stripped the brackets off, so we'll clean that up. I'll probably leave the truck on leaf springs. I still plan on driving it a lot, but I want to get this rear diff in it, mostly, well, for strength. That'd be the biggest thing. Gives me a whole lot more options on gears, much easier to switch them out. I mean, I can just, especially with it being full floater, I can just pop the axles out a few inches, and I can actually change out that third member. And like, let's say I'm street driving for the next month, put some 342s in it. Next month I'm doing a drag and drive event, I can drop some 410s, 456s in it, because that truck out there, can't see it, but it's never going to make crazy power or be super light. So, I mean, well, where am I going with that? I don't know. But anyways, it'd be really nice to have multiple options for gears and ease of switching them out. It's nothing wrong with the 12 bolt out there. The 12 bolt's been great. I'm actually reselling that to the neighbor. He's doing a C10 restoration right now. But this just allows me to put the truck in different setups much easier. So, plus, I mean, it's strong. It's really strong. So yeah, that'll probably be the next video. Putting that rear diff in there. Gonna do probably some cow tracks too. You'll see in one of the videos, pretty bad wheel hop. And then, after all that is done, which really isn't that much, I'm gonna do something to make a little bit more power. I mean, this is a tired, no telling how many mile 5.3. I think I had like 140 when I pulled it out of a 79 C10 that a guy had swapped, and then put it in my truck. I've put probably 30 to 40,000 on it since I've had it. So I mean, like I said, I drive this truck a lot. So I'm gonna put a turbo on it, something small, something that makes boost pretty quick, and we're gonna see if we can get this truck to run faster than his Fox body, which is laid over like at 330 and still rolled to like a 7.1. So that's gonna be fun. But anyways, yeah, that's our current situation. I guess we'll be back when we get that rear diff installed.